So that's what happens when you turn 40, kids. You can't poop right, and you pee in spurts. Don't worry though. We'll get all into it later.
I don't have issues with those things.
Sure,
They still can't hear me.
they can. So it's going to be a very special episode. Why is it going to be a special episode? Because we're here, and it's always special when we're here. Hopefully, we get a good guest star appearance from the only Savage Corn, but we'll see. I actually have a very interesting shot. I have two interesting shots to take today. I'm probably only going to take one, though. I don't think I could make myself take the other one.
There we go. I think I fixed it. No?
I mean, you're coming.
Oh, there we go. Yep, I fixed it. Perfect. I was coming through Discord the whole time, but it wasn't registering on my OBS. So
Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. Damn, my connection's already trash. Don't know why.
All right. Well, welcome. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you all so much for stopping by. I think I've decided I'm going to start doing like the most annoying intros that I can think of.
Like how?
Well, have you ever met somebody that when they meet people or like they have a meeting and they go, "Hello, friend,"
Oof. Yeah.
and you just fucking want to punch them in the face because it's like, you're assuming we're friends.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not your fucking friend, dude. Chill out.
We're at work. We are not friends at all.
Oh, no. No. And I'm pretty close with my coworkers, and I hate that shit.
Yeah. So, don't let me forget today.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have a bunch of packs that I've been saving to open on the podcast.
How do you like the game?
It's okay.
It's not like super amazing or intense, but it's...
No, I think it's a good starting point, and it's nice to learn how to play the game. I don't know if that actually teaches you or not, but
it is. Yeah, that's how you play.
Well, but how do you get energies in? Like if I'm playing actual
I
cards,
think you have to draw them. That's the only part that's different.
yeah. So I think that's a big difference.
But it could very well just be a deck on the side full of energy.
Yeah, it very well could be.
That makes way more sense in my brain.
So, no, but it's been fun. I got my oldest son to play. He's been having fun with it. Although he did get super pissed because he kept losing.
Oh, it's an easy game to win and an easy game to lose. Like,
yeah,
drop of a hat.
Well, yeah, you run into somebody who gets a Mewtwo and fucking a Mewtwo EX, excuse me, and you're just fucked.
No, the Mewtwo EX isn't too bad. It's when they have a Gardevoir in the back line on the bench. That's when it gets a little fucking hairy.
Maybe I haven't ran into that one. I don't know.
Oh, you will see. You will see.
But no, it's a fun game to kill some time. We've played each other a couple of times.
So got to bring it up. Sorry, we weren't here yesterday, everybody, but I got sick randomly. Don't really know what happened there, but feeling fine today. I actually ate that soup that Kay told me to eat. It's just chicken broth, basil, and I threw some garlic in it, and I simmered it for a while. First of all, it just tasted fucking delicious. It was just like meat.
You basically just ate chicken noodle soup without chicken and noodles in it.
Yeah, but it tasted good, and it settled my tummy.
Yeah. It's like that's what you're supposed to eat when haven't you heard of that stuff? When you've got an upset stomach, you're supposed to eat like super basic foods. What is it? Like rice, bananas, broth.
Yeah.
There's some code that goes with it, or acronym or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I usually just eat caldo and then drink ginger ale. Call it a day. Which caldo is just Mexican stew.
Yeah.
It's like chicken soup, but there's like extra shit in it, like tomato, zucchini, the actual bones, rice. Like it's
the actual bones.
Yeah, you put the bones in and let it.
Yeah, and then you take them out before you serve it.
No, you just leave them in there.
Wait, you should. Why wouldn't you take them out?
Why would you?
Because you don't eat them. Why would you serve something you can't eat?
Because you get it, and there's still some meat on the bone, and then you crack them, and you serve up the marrow. No.
No.
Oh well. Just me then. Awkward. But yeah.
In the words of famous chef Gordon Ramsay, you don't put something on the plate that you can't eat.
I guess. I don't really trust him, though. I've been to his restaurants. They're mid.
You don't trust him?
Not really. You see that video? There's like a famous Italian chef who was getting yelled at by a fucking old-ass Italian woman, and she was hitting him with a spatula, like, fucking get out of here. You don't cook like that. It was awesome.
Well, yeah. I mean, anybody can yell at anybody at any time for any reason.
I guess that's fair. Oh, by the way, I picked these up. Super scrumptious.
The Kraken?
Yeah, it's Kraken brand rum with punch. So, and it's fizzy. It's like, it tastes like Hawaiian punch, I'll be honest with you.
Fair enough.
I've learned that I'm a beer drinker, not really a liquor drinker anymore. I like the big gulps. I can do it longer if I drink something with fizz. All right. Shots, though.
Okay.
First of all, special shot of the day.
Ooh.
I have the regular version, too, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that down. So you're going to wish me luck.
I've only had... We had a spicy pickle beer. But the reason I had it is we were down in Texas at my father-in-law's for a 4th of July. Mm-hmm. And we went out and watched fireworks, and, you know, we're having a few beers. We're driving around on Razors. And then we wanted to go out somewhere else and watch more fireworks kind of out on their land. And so we kind of cruised the Razors down there. Like I said, we'd been drinking beers. Well, we drank all the beers that we had brought with us, which it wasn't too many. And we were kind of like, well, somebody can go back. And he's like, oh, I might have some stuff in the back of the cooler, which had been there for a weekend. And I'm like, whatever. I'll drink a warm beer. I haven't had an issue with it. Well, he had one warm Coors Light and one warm spicy pickle beer. That was the worst thing I've ever drank.
Damn.
Well, maybe not the worst, but it was real bad. Real bad.
There's a pickle beer. That's one of the brands that we have here in Texas that I tried. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't like drink more than one at a time, but I could go for one every now and then.
Yeah, see, I'm always hesitant with things like that. When you tell me I wouldn't drink more than one at a time, that means you tell me you don't like it very much.
I don't. But I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, you're saying if you offered me one, I'm not going to say no. But at the exact same time, if I go out to buy a 6-pack, I'm not going to buy that.
True. Okay.
So you're saying it's not good?
It's okay. It's mid. It's like meatloaf. I'd never go out of my way to eat meatloaf, but if someone puts meatloaf on my plate, I'm going to eat meatloaf. So, before, I have to psych myself up for this because I don't think this is going to be very good. This is to the motherfucker who invented golf. Go fuck yourself. Oh, it's really spicy. The pickle wasn't bad. Oh, it's really spicy.
That was one thing I never understood was spicy alcohol.
Me neither.
A good whiskey burns anyway. Like, why do I need to add fucking spice to it?
Oh, that made my nipples hard. That was weird. I didn't hate it. But it's really spicy.
Yeah?
It's like a 4 out of 10 on the spice level, for sure.
So, I have to ask, why do you hate golf now?
So, as you know, I've started working at my unit a lot more. One thing I've learned is that all of my bosses are older white men. And they like to play golf. And they're like, come on, like trying to show me how to play golf. What I also learned is that I cannot play golf to save my life. Like, at all. And I embarrass the shit out of myself. It's been like weeks at this point of trying to play golf and failing this. Going to the range and trying to figure it out. And I just
fail at the range.
I can't figure it out. I can't get the fucking...
Figure what out?
Like the swing. Like I just... They don't go very far. It doesn't go where I want it to go. I'm very bad at golf. I'm just not good at golf.
Well, you're not really an athletic person.
I am a very athletic person.
You're like the gym bro that like can look strong, but then you ask him to run a mile and your arms are out here like this while you're running.
I'm like a huge, or I was a huge runner.
Were you?
Mm-hmm. I was in cross country.
So was I.
And I never failed a PT test. And I'm the only one out of the two of us that consistently has to run. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I do not like it, but I do.
So one of us made better life choices? I mean, I don't know what you're getting at there.
That's true. But no, like weightlifting wise, I'm not very proficient. I'm just not good with the technique. But running is the one thing that I can actually do pretty well.
Well, apparently golf swinging isn't one of the things you can do very well.
Not at all.
Like, can you throw a baseball, throw a football?
Yeah.
Consistently and well?
Yep.
Maybe you should try frisbee golf.
I don't think I've ever tried frisbee golf on because it was kind of gay.
They have courses and shit.
I mean, it looks fun. But, yeah. No, I've always been an athletic kid. Also, you got to remember, you knew Fat Thomas, like Alcohol Thomas. Me at my lowest.
You saying I don't know you now?
No, you just don't know my physicality, how physical I can be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I run twice a week because I have to, and it's honestly just maintenance at this point because
Well, don't you get paid?
Well, yeah.
Like, don't you get an hour of workout time every day as part of your 8-hour workout out of your 8-hour day?
Yes.
So
I go run. Well, the other days I lift, but I don't lift very much.
Why?
I honestly need someone to show. It's like I'll do the machines, like that's fine, that's easy, and do the targeted muscle groups based off like the little pictures. But like free weights and stuff, the only thing I know how to do is bench, deadlift, and squat. Like I don't know any of the other like weird stuff.
You shouldn't deadlift. Deadlift is stupid.
Oh,
I actually watched a video from a like famous bodybuilder, and he was like, deadlifting is stupid unless you are specifically going into competitions and going to deadlift. He goes, the chances of hurting your back are so high that it's not a lift that's worth it. But just go find an app and like figure out, or like just figure out what you want to, like, where do you want to get stronger? Like, because usually they say, do like arms and chest one day and shoulders and abs and then legs. So you work out 3 days a week, figure out, it's just bicep curls, tricep curls, pushes, do some flies.
Yeah.
That's why we keep the lid on.
I don't know what a fly is, but yeah, totally.
Fly is just like this.
Oh. I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried.
No?
I just hit the machines and run a circuit. And then calisthenics in between, always calisthenics. But I have to maintain calisthenics because that's my PT test, right? Like I have to be able to score high on those regardless.
Gotcha.
That way I can run super slow on the run.
Fair enough.
All right, your turn.
All right. So my shot is going to something that is now going to take up the next 5 months of my life, and I'm somewhat excited for it. It is the start of folk style wrestling season. So here's to all the kids getting back into it. Cheers.
That'll be fun. That was a big one.
Nah, I don't even know if it was a full shot.
Oh. Well, I found out this was exactly one full shot, so. But I think it's only 30%, so.
I was doing some Buffalo.
It's nice. I saw some on sale the other day, but I don't know. I'm trying to keep away from the liquor for a while.
I don't drink it that much, so
I overindulge whenever I get my hands on it. I'm like a crack
Yeah.
fiend. So
sometimes it's just about knowing yourself.
yep. So we drink it with the fizzy stuff because it makes me bloated and it makes me stop drinking, and I get a good little buzz in it after a little while.
Yeah, I bet.
So I mean, and actually, I say that, but this is liquor. Like this is rum.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, you're just buying a pre-made mixed drink.
I'm just not doing shots. I think that's my big.
Yeah.
And you know, actually, my mom put it in perspective for me because I was talking to her about it. She was like growing up and like in her 20s and stuff. They never did shots. Like, it just wasn't a thing. They never did shots. They just drank either mixed drinks or beers, and they sipped them all night. And they would go all night, you know, from like noon to midnight. Like they'd go the whole day. There's no way the way I drank, I could go from noon to midnight. I'd be passed out and shitting myself at like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So just trying to reevaluate, reassess, and get back on a good path for it.
Fair enough.
We'll see what happens. God, I will say one thing about that pickle shot. It cleared my sinuses. I'm like pretty fucking happy now.
It's funny. I made this supper that I saw on TikTok on Monday or Tuesday. And I used mild salsa. It's like ground beef with rice, and then you use beef broth and mild salsa, and then you bake it.
Okay, that sounds good. Gotta add cheese.
And so, yeah, and then add a cheese at the end. But I use mild salsa, or medium, medium, not mild, medium.
Fucked up.
The kids loved it. My wife's like, "Oh, my nose is running." I'm like, "This is medium." Like, they can't take the heat.
They can't. I'm learning I can't either anymore. My dad and I growing up, we used to always try really hot sauces and salsas. So like ghost peppers, habaneros, stuff like that. And I can't fucking do it anymore. I don't know what happened.
I just never wanted to do that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to eat things that are going to hurt me.
It didn't used to hurt so bad. That's the thing. It didn't hurt that bad, and now it fucking hurts a lot.
It didn't hurt your butthole coming out the next day?
Not usually. Not unless it was greasy.
Okay.
That'd be pretty greasy.
Okay.
But now the most I'll do is serranos. I think at this point, which they're still pretty spicy.
Yeah.
That's my good point. Jalapenos are just like, it's like eating a fucking apple. It's not spicy, but
sometimes you can catch a spicy jalapeno.
Sometimes you do get it. One.
For the most part,
Gardner was mad. Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah. Like we had Who Hut yesterday, and you know, you gotta throw a little jalapeno in there every so often. Get a little nibble of heat in a couple of bites.
Does your Who Hut still do the eggs?
No, they've never done eggs.
You've never gotten... So the Who Hut we have, the eggs come and go. Like some days you go and there's raw eggs sitting there and you put it in your bowl, and as they're cooking it, they'll crack the egg and toss it into your food. Fucking awesome.
I mean, I don't know if I'd be as excited as you sound right now. I mean, it is just an egg.
It's still, but it's good. Like, right? It like adds to it. It's fucking scrumptious. And then it's just, they come and go. Some days you're there and there's like no eggs, and you ask and they're like, we don't do that. And then other days you go and there's fucking eggs. And I'm like,
what if there's just a person that really likes having eggs in theirs, and you just happen to go on a couple of days where they just bring in like a dozen eggs from Costco and fucking throw them out there, and the staff's just like, who the fuck put these out there? Well, I guess we got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I like the eggs. I think they're scrumptious in it. It's just a little extra flavor. I don't know. My dad and I love going to Who Hut. That's
yeah. Thing. It's a solid choice.
It's worth it, honestly. If you get the second bowl, gotta get the second bowl, and you've got to get two bowls. One bowl for meat and the other bowl for everything else.
Yeah.
And then you get the
You're asking, like, you're talking to me like I'm like a first timer. Like I understand how to work Who Hut.
All right, just making sure. I forgot that was an interesting thing too.
2 bowls.
They never let you get the third, though. They start getting mad.
Well, they don't give a fuck here. But I don't try to get that many.
It's a little too much. I like to change things up too. Anyways.
So we have holidays right around the corner.
We do. Two good ones.
We do.
The number one holiday in the world, actually.
Christmas?
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Thanksgiving isn't the number one holiday in the world.
It's the number one holiday in the world.
It's not. Like, we're the only country that celebrates Thanksgiving.
Technically, yes, but most cultures have a Thanksgiving. In Korea, it's called Chuseok.
Oh, so not Thanksgiving.
What does Chuseok translate into, Matt?
I don't know. I don't speak fucking Korean.
I don't know. I don't know either. I just know that's their Thanksgiving. Do you know what the Japanese people eat in Christmas?
Probably fish. They eat fish year-round. Octopus,
Japanese
squid.
people on Christmas, the people of Japan, eat KFC for Christmas.
That sounds fucking awesome.
It was a campaign run, I think in the 80s. An advertising campaign that like white Americans ate KFC for Christmas, and so now I'll even search it up right now. It's like the third most searched thing. Christmas and KFC are completely intertwined in Japan. Families gather around the table to eat a bucket of fried chicken for the occasion.
I can see that though. Like if just like for us, when we want to go out and get some sushi as a special occasion, like if you've been eating sushi every day for the last fucking 364, good night of fucking some solid KFC sounds pretty tasty.
So it comes from back then in the 80s, there was foreigners that lived in Japan, right? That was during their economic boom. That's when that's what the PlayStation was coming out, like, right? Like this was Sony, like this was the time. So you had a lot of foreigners, you had a lot of Americans there. And they said, like, the specific verbiage was, I can't get a turkey for Christmas, but at least I can get KFC. At least I can have chicken. And that was just like someone snatched that and ran with it. And it's like it's a whole thing. And I'm not going to complain. Fucking, it's close enough, honestly.
If anything, it's better.
I don't know. I've heard a lot. Are you one of those that hate on turkey?
I don't hate on turkey, no. But I also understand that there are better things that can be consumed other than turkey.
All right. So I've been hearing, especially like on TikTok and stuff, people like hating on turkey. Like turkey will never taste good no matter how you cook it. This is how I cook it.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah, I've had some fucking bangers when it comes to turkey. Like, do the sides make the meal? Yes, but still.
Martha, I'm sorry that your fucking husband doesn't do the manly thing and cook the bird in your house, and you have to put it in a plastic bag in the oven to try and keep it moist, and it still gets fucking dry as fuck. Like, that's on you. Marry a real man.
Man with a smoker.
It doesn't even have to be a smoker. You can deep fry too. In fact, some of the best turkeys I've had are deep fried.
I will say I did like some good deep fried turkey.
Mm.
It just kind of scares me
to fuck up a deep fried turkey. Why does it scare you?
Because I've seen all the videos of them exploding.
If your turkey explodes, it's because you're a fucking moron. 100%. Like 100%. There is zero chance of your turkey exploding. If you do it, one, don't put a frozen fucking turkey don't try to fry a frozen turkey. You have to fry your turkey. Two, you should have a line where you should before you put all your oil into your turkey fryer, you should put your turkey into water and then fill it up and mark a line.
That's smart.
To know what level, because otherwise you're going to get too much oil in there or too little oil in there and fuck up your process.
True.
So those are very simple fucking things that you can do to not fucking have it explode and look like a fucking moron.
Kind of a moron, Matt. I don't know if you know that or not.
So? At least make a video of it so you can, put it on TikTok.
This year, I am gonna try to brine a turkey.
Yeah,
I've never
good
done
idea.
that before, so I'm gonna try it.
It's just soaking it.
I know. I don't know. It's not something. And spatchcock. We're gonna spatchcock that bitch too.
Yep. If you're gonna smoke it, you gotta spatchcock it.
So and that's
or beer can it.
I'm on the fence. Either I'm gonna smoke it or I'm gonna deep fry it, and I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bake it.
Well, I mean, so deep fry, you don't really have to do anything extra. I mean, you can, but if you're going to smoke it, even if you spatchcock it, I do recommend butter packing the breasts.
That's when you slide the butter underneath the skin, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. You can get those injections, but I don't find them to taste very good. And then you'll just get like bites that taste like the fucking injection and then bites that taste like turkey. But yeah, no, brining is definitely a really good way to enhance the flavor, especially if you are going to smoke it.
Okay.
And deep fry it. But yeah, spatchcocking is, I did my first spatchcock a couple years ago. And I will say, there's something so, like, most people, like, talk about, like, the turkey and stuff like that. There's something so, like, primal in carving a turkey for me, or like really like cutting up any kind of animal and having like a carcass when I'm done and then like serving the meat to the family. It's so sad. I mean, it's even like we'll go to Red Lobster and if we get crab legs and stuff, like having just a pile of an animal carcass on the side is just so fucking satisfying.
Even chicken wings, your little pile on the side.
Oh yeah, the chicken wing pile. Although I'm not gonna lie, you can make fun of me for this all you want. Boneless wings are better than chicken wings.
Arguably, absolutely. It's nuggets, but very few things beats chicken nuggets.
Exactly.
So, I mean, let's be real.
Okay. Well, I get a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're a fucking pussy. You gotta eat fucking boneless wings. Can't eat the real wings." And I'm like, no, I can eat the real wings. I just prefer the easy ones.
What is your...
And there's fucking breading on them.
What is your prime dipping sauce?
For
nuggets.
For nuggets?
Yep. Because chicken wings, obviously, like if it's in another sauce, then it's ranch, right? Like, or blue cheese. Like, there's really only two routes to go there. I'm talking about just...
Well, it depends on what kind of wings you're eating.
Okay.
Like if they're eating like a regular barbecue sauce wing, like I don't need fucking ranch or blue cheese.
It's got the sauce on it, but just plain grain chicken nuggets. Someone throws you a big ass basket of fresh fried chicken nuggets, and you have a shelf full of condiments, whatever you could think of. What are you dipping that bitch in?
Am I worried about calories at this point? Because I'm not gonna lie, some Chick-fil-A sauce is fucking bomb. However, Chick-fil-A sauce also has like fucking 300 calories per fucking dip. So I don't eat fucking Chick-fil-A sauce ever.
It's fair.
Like, I'm pretty sure I could eat a fucking stick of butter and it'd be healthier than eating Chick-fil-A sauce.
It might be, but Chick-fil-A sauce.
I like a Chick-fil-A sauce. I will say there's a gold sauce that's at a local restaurant that is probably my favorite sauce, and if I could fucking eat that, because it's got a little bit of spice, it's got some butter to it, it's got a little almost like mustardy flavor with it as well, and that's probably if I could pick one sauce, it would be a gold sauce.
Well, you picked the wrong sauce, but I can see why you said that. That's kind of encompassing everything, you know.
So please enlighten me on what the correct sauce would be.
Well, through ketchup, all things are possible. So why don't you jot that down?
No, the only way that ketchup is good is if you fucking mix it with mayo.
No, ketchup is prime. Ketchup is the sauce. But
mustard is better than ketchup.
I do love yellow mustard. Nothing beats
just plain yellow mustard. I don't want to talk spicy. I don't want to talk brown, honey.
Yellow mustard.
It's yellow mustard, 100%.
Also one of my favorite, but nothing beats McDonald's tangy barbecue sauce. That's it for me. I have some in the fridge right now.
But that's if I'm eating McDonald's nuggets.
It doesn't matter what.
Actually, no, it doesn't. Because if you're not getting sweet and sour sauce
gross.
with your nuggets, have you had McDonald's sweet and sour sauce?
It's not as good as barbecue sauce.
It's fucking way better.
Nope.
Way better.
Completely disagree. It's a good sauce, not as good as the tangy barbecue sauce, and I will die on that hill.
Sweet and sour sauce is such a weird thing because it's so different in so many different